Okay, so I had a nice little parcel arrive for me today. It's from Bradley's in Cork. It's their off-license and food store. I've not been to Bradley's down in Cork, but I will link the description, link the website below. They do beer deliveries from down in there. This was wrapped really, really well. It's smart fragile and I don't see anything leaking out of it, which was a problem for a couple of beer deliveries that I've seen on Facebook posts over the Christmas period. But this one is wrapped super, super tight and the box hasn't been bashed up. I have a big knife. I'm just going to cut this one open now and see what's inside it. Why I'm excited about this is I didn't order anything from Bradley's, but I do know someone who did say they were going to send something to me, and I'm guessing they're sending it from this off license. Let me see if I can get into this. It's so well wrapped. Let's see what came, and I'll do a review or reviews of whatever's in this here. Nice bit of bubble wrap. Okay, there's two. Oh, okay, this is really cool. Okay, yeah, so yesterday I was contacted by Darren McGovern, and he saw that I'd put out a few non-alcoholic beer reviews. It's dry January, I'm doing dry January, I'm giving it a go. And I think I've had my eyes open since I've been doing dry January to the fact that, you know, I'd been so focused on craft beer, alcoholic craft beer, that I really just bypassed any of the non-alcoholic options out there without even giving them like a single thought. But where my mind is at now is, you know, since doing these videos, I've got about 7 or 8 of them done already. Is that everyone is producing non-alcoholic beers in the craft beer world, and it's sort of made me just think, oh my god, I've actually just not really realized that. And of course, craft beer brewers are more adventurous in their styles. You know, the German styles are more malty, which is tending to be what I think is a good option to get a decent body to the beer and a decent flavour in the beer. But then you've got like the likes of this crowd, Lervig, who have, you know, they've actually got different kinds of craft beer non-alcoholic options, and yeah, there's 2 more in here. That's so cool. Yeah, so cheers to Darren McGovern, or Darren McGovern. Anyway, cheers, thanks very much for these. That's Tool. So Tool have Implosion. We'll have a look at these. Let's just get them out of the box. So well wrapped. I think it's worthwhile pointing that out because, I mean, even bottles would have been absolutely fine in here. Solid wrapping. No chance of anything breaking in there, but they're cans anyway. Let's just have a look and see what I've got. So we have a series of non-alcoholic beers from Lervig. We've got No Worries Grapefruit. We've got No Worries. This is a range, obviously, of No Worries, and No Worries Driving Home for Christmas. So I'm just going to show you these beers here now. They're both 0.5% there, or maybe I'm holding it in the wrong direction, sorry. This one's an IPA, and this one is a Christmas ale. And then these other 2, this is also part of that No Worries range. This is, what is this one? What does it say that is? No Worries Grapefruit. Okay, so No Worries is an IPA, so it's a grapefruit IPA probably. And then Implosion, which is, what type of a beer is that? Let's see if I can quickly work that out. Hold on. Implosion from Denmark. What is this beer? Does it even say it on the front? Enjoy this non-alcoholic beer with all its complexity, crispness and flavour while keeping a level head. Just says non-alcoholic beer. I mean, maybe if I read some of the small print I can get it, but yeah, that's 4 non-alcoholic beers that are going to be up for review very shortly, over the next couple of days, in fact. So that's really nice to receive a few beers to sample and do videos on and keep this non-alcoholic beer series going. I actually think it's really woken me up to the idea that, you know, I could add a non-alcoholic beer into my session of drinks when I'm going out to a bar, or even just break up an evening where I know I'm going to have 3 or 4 big beers and I just want something small, something different. So I'm actually my mind's been opened up to non-alcoholic beer actually as like a genuine option to drink. Some of those beers that I've had haven't not had many non-alcoholic beers since the 90s, we'll say. You know, I've had a few here and there, but haven't not really had many to, you know, for any other reason than I was driving. You know, it now seems to be like the perspective has shifted a bit. You know, I've even seen, I think in somewhere in London, there's like a Brewdog have like a non-alcoholic bar, like an actual full bar, and the whole menu list is non-alcoholic beer. Now, I wouldn't be running down there, but I'd be very interested to see what they've got. I know they have 4 or so different beers that I can think of. But these look really cool. No worries. Driving home for Christmas. That is going to be interesting because it's got barley wheat in it. It's got cinnamon in it. Some people, you know, cinnamon's a bit of a Marmite ingredient. These are not, no worries. You know, Lervig don't make bad beers, not in general, and neither does Tool. So now Tool is 0.3%. That's another one that's gone to the trouble that have actually said the exact percent they are. Anyway, that was just a quick unboxing of these beers. I'm gonna put this video out and then I'm gonna get straight into reviewing these beers and get them straight up. I've got about 4 or 5 more videos in edit of beers I've had so far. You know, there's been hits and there's been misses, but in general, they're actually really good. So don't exclude non-alcoholic beers out here thinking, because I reckon there's some really interesting and full flavored beers out there that can give your alcohol side of things a bit of a, you know, a break, a skip. You know, where you normally have that pint of water, stick in one of these beers instead. Why not? Yeah, so that's it for now. I'll be back shortly with these beers for review. Cheers, bye, and on to the next one.